It's June the 4th, 2021. And I wanted to come on and give a bit of a whip update because it's been a couple of months. So thank you for checking out my video. This is my channel all about cross stitch. I'm not going to ramble too much. I don't really have a whole lot to say. So I'm just going to get right into the stitching. Hope that's okay with you. What I'm currently working on, I've kind of been working on like one focus piece a month. I started out the year strong with doing whip go, and now I just am not so much. I sort of fell back into my pattern of picking up what I want when I want. I love whip go and I love the idea of it. And I'll probably go back to it at some point, but right now I just am kind of not going with any particular plan, just with the flow. And but I'm starting to realize, because now here we are halfway through the year, I'm realizing that I'm going to need to focus on, pick some projects that I can probably get done this year, because I'd like to have some finishes this year. So I hear that that's a possibility for some people, so I want to make that happen for me too. So here's what's on my Qsnap right now. And I need to put some cardboard or something behind my pieces or turn off that light. So this is Death by Cross Stitch from Long Dog Samplers. All my lovely threads. There is a miscount here somewhere. That's why I didn't finish this row. There's a miscount and I can't tell where it is. So I'm hoping that if I'm working my way up from here now, going up this banner, and hoping that we'll all meet up. And yeah, I mean, if I can get this box finished, I figure that I'm good. Then I can keep going. So, I mean, I've been tempted to kind of go and work because the page is split kind of weirdly, the pages, but I need to get this box done and then make sure that that's all squared away. And then I'll continue. But I just love it. I'm loving, loving, loving. I started this in February of this year on Valentine's Day on a trip that we took to North Carolina. I figured it was a good time for a new start. This is PR 124, Silks for You. This is 25 count Lugana in antique white. So I've seen some people that have stitched with this colorway. Stephanie at Lindy Stitches, she's using this color on the Templar Prophecy from Long Dog Samplers. And she did the smart thing that she went in and she found DMC colors similar to the colors in this. This is a teal, so 124 is a teal and a purple that's overdyed with black. It's beautiful because it's a dark, when you look at it from afar, it's almost like a black, and then it's got the underlying colors of teal and purple. So it's just stunning. And so she was stitching certain solids with the DMC that matched, and that seems like the right common sense thing to do, and I didn't do that. I should have. What I've been doing is I was just going to stitch these dragons and my initials in solid colors. So I am actually taking pieces of the variegated and like just stitching the dragon. So it's very slow going because the variegation changes so often that I'm, changing the thread a lot. So, but hopefully it'll be worth it. At this point, I just plan to do this part here, and then the rest I plan to just do as it comes with the variegation. But that may change. I may do some of the other animals in the solids as well. And there is some variegation here also because, it's slightly variegated, especially with the purple, because some of it's almost like a purpley black or a blackish purple. So that's my focus piece for now until my whims change, till I pick something else up. Okay, so here is a piece that I worked on a lot in January and February of this year. Well, okay, my last Flosstube was in February, so I've worked on it since then quite a bit. So I guess, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But since my last Flosstube. And she's one I could definitely see getting done this year if I really push. This dress is massive. This is Garden Prelude. by Mirabilia. She was started just after the chart came out. I ordered her the weekend it came out and started her immediately when I got it. So it was in August of 2019, I think. And she's beautiful, but again, you know, the Mira dresses are just something else. They're beautiful, but they're just so much stitching. So anyway, here she is, and this is definitely going to be one of my finishes for the end of the year. I still need to go back up and finish her arm because she's missing a hand there and an arm. So, and this is done on 32 count. I think it's called Pink Sunset or Pink Beach, and it's a fabric flare printed Lugana. Put that back, throw that back on my bed. In May, I didn't really participate in Stitch Mania this year. I enjoyed following everybody else's progress, but I mostly just stitched on this one piece from me, and I am doing the Hobbit house, which I love. Lord of the Rings. I love hobbits in the Shire. I want to live in the Shire. Who doesn't? So yeah, this is an Etsy pattern. Cute Patterns by Maria. And it's about halfway done. The halfway mark is right about in there by that door. And that's the bottom and that's the top. So yeah, I would say halfway, almost halfway. I worked on the flowers mostly in the last part of May. For Stitch from Stash was to work on something with flowers. So I put work into this and worked on the window here and finished the door. And I love the laundry on the line. I'm missing a DMC color that I need to get. I didn't have it, at least not in my boxes. I have bags of floss stashed tucked everywhere, and it's probably in one of those, but there's like 2 colors I need to get to finish, like to have the rest of the colors that I don't know where they are. I had them at one time because I put some stitches in. So anyway, yeah, this is the official name of this is Green Courtyard in the Shire. In April, I mostly worked on my Dimensions Gold Japanese garden. And I mostly worked on the pink in the trees here. Lots of pink. The top is up here, so I was trying to go push up to this corner and get this corner done. I also filled in a lot of this part down here with the bushes and the background kind of and the flowers. So that a lot of that had been empty before. Oh yeah, this one was weird because I was working on this for weeks, and I was actually working back here, sitting in my bed mostly, and I dropped my pattern. It's 2 pages, it's more than 2 pages, but I had 2 pages out, the pattern and then the key, the color key, and I dropped it beside my bed on the floor, and apparently the pattern went into some sort of portal because it disappeared into thin air. Like literally, I cannot find the pattern anywhere. I have cleaned out from under the bed, behind my nightstand, in my nightstand, just in case, and I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know if somebody's playing a prank on me or what, but it's just the weirdest thing. So, I could work on other parts of this, but I'd rather just find the other page first that's missing. So it's got to turn up. I feel like that's the story of my life. Like so many things around the house that I have no idea where they are. And then this is my Disney castle. This is also an Etsy design. This is from Mandarinks design. She has lots of really cute fandom things as well. They both look like, both of the Etsy ones look like watercolor paintings to me. I'm pretty sure they do watercolor paintings first and then convert them into cross stitch, which works really well. It's really vibrant and bright and sharp. And I'm loving these European designers and the look that they bring to cross stitch. This fabric is called Twinkle. It's from Be Stitch Me. in 16 count Ada. I've had it for years. I was one of the, I think I bought it soon after she went on Etsy, as far as I know. I don't even know if she had much of a Facebook group at that time, and it's been in my stash. And this piece, as designed, has pink and blue background for a sunset sky, and there's some hot air balloons back here. So I figured rather than stitch the sky, I would just do it on a pink and blue background. And as you can see, there's some pretty purples. So it makes for a nice sunset, and it's subtle. I do need to go back in. I want to go back in and re-stitch some of the back. I want to pull out some of the back stitch and do couching on it instead. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Because there's these really long, as you can see, there's these really long back stitches. And I did them long, but then I didn't carry them all the way up, and I put them kind of halfway. And I'm not real happy with how it looks, although of course, you know, the cross stitch, if you look at it from far away, it's all good. But I really want to pull that out and redo it with the couching method. But I also am like afraid to pull out my back stitching because I don't want to mess up my stitches. So it went on timeout for a while. I think that's all I have to show as far as my whips. I do want to show some happy mail that I got, I guess is the term for it. I participated in a gift exchange with Sunshine State Stitchers, which is a Facebook group on, well, Facebook. And they're not to be confused with the Sunshine Stitchers. That's a different group, which they're great too. But the Sunshine State Stitchers is basically a Florida group, Stitchers in Florida. And they do events and different things. And she started doing gift exchanges, like a secret Santa or a secret elf. And so you sign up, and then you get assigned a person, and somebody gets assigned you, you know, and you mail it. So the person that got me as the recipient sent the package in March and for St. Patrick's Day, and it got lost in the mail, and it still is. It still hasn't surfaced to either her or I, as far as I know. And so I felt really bad, and I feel like I have to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. I felt bad because, you know, she mailed all these goodies and then they disappeared. They weren't tracked. So I said, just never mind. Like, thank you. It's not your fault. I understand these things happen. Well, she was so kind because she went and filled another package and sent me another package with tracking this time. And I thought that was so nice. That was really going above and beyond to send another package of goodies. And that really was really special to get that. So she sent me some green tea, which I don't think of these things. Like, I love what people come up with in these thematic, you know, things they put together with different themes, because I tend to just like not think outside the box, and I need to do that because I love seeing what different people like throw in the package. She sent me some extra Mill Hill beads in green and white, which I love because when I stitched my first Mill Hill ornament last Christmas, I think I dropped like half the beads into my couch cushions and had to vacuum them up. So I can always use more beads for sure. She sent me these beautiful Weeks Dye Works fancy flosses. This is Absinthe? It's a beautiful neon green, fluorescent green. And this one in Envy, which is like a dark Kelly green. And then she sent me also a DMC, and again, I don't know how you pronounce it. I want to say Etoile, but I don't think that's right. But you know what I mean. DMC, the sparkly DMC, and it's $6.99 with the sparkles. So I'm thinking Christmas, right? Christmas design. So I am looking forward to finding projects where I can put those to good use, because they will come up. And then I do have just one piece of haul that I would like to show, and that is this kit. This is a kit called Fairy Tale Town. I've also seen it online as Fairy Tale Village, which I kind of like the name better, but whatever. It's houses with cobblestone streets. I'm holding it in an angle because of the glare. I don't know if you can see it okay. Okay. I'm back. So I was just showing Fairy Tale Town. It's a Russian kit or Ukrainian kit, and I saw Kitty Stitcher on Flosstube is stitching this, and it's adorable. I love stitching houses. Houses and scenery are my favorite things to stitch. So when I saw this, I fell in love, and you know how that goes. Like, you see things and you just have to have it. And I've passed on some things in the past and then regretted it when it went out of print. So I went looking for it. It's not very easy to find, and it's very expensive. And I missed out on some of the better buys. And I had it in my cart, and I went back and forth. And, you know, and I'm not proud to say, but I had a moment where I almost purchased a cheap knockoff copy chart, you know, from one of the Chinese, like, companies like AliExpress or Etsy. There's like $6 copy charts. I've never done that, and I didn't do it this time, but I that's the only time I've ever considered it. But because this is expensive and so big, and I just couldn't, like, I don't know. Anyway, I had it in my cart, but I had the copy in my cart, and I just couldn't bring myself. And plus, something this big and you work on it this much, a lot of those, as we all know, a lot of those copies are never going to turn out the same way as the picture. They're just not the same quality at all. So, you know, that would be really disappointing too. Not to mention illegal. So I finally splurged and bought it, and I got it from Needlepoint Kits on Etsy. She's on Etsy, and she has her own website too. She's in the Ukraine, and she mailed this to me in May 20th, and I had it by the 28th. I had it in 8 days from the time that she mailed it, which is amazing. That's faster than a lot of stuff I've had in the US. So that's that. And then my daughter wants to come by and say hi real quick. And then stay tuned, because I do have one more thing that I wanted to mention on my video. Come say
hello. Hey, hi.
My daughter. Panda Stitcher?
Yeah. I haven't made a video in so long.
Do you have anything to show? Have you been cross stitching?
A little bit. I might
Not
have
that
one
much.
over here.
Well, that one's over there.
Oh, no.
This is
Right.
unplanned, unscripted.
Nope. I just wanted to jump it in. So, as you guys can see, I hardly worked on it, and I showed this in my Panda Stitcher video, which was a few months ago, which I didn't make another video. But I've just been taking a long break. Yeah, I took a long break from cross stitching, doing other things, you know, since it was I mean, it's a good opportunity for the pandemic to cross stitch a lot more.
Yes, we got a cross stitch in the pandemic.
I was thinking like Saturday we could have tea and cross stitch.
Sounds good. We might have to do it on Sunday this week, but let's do it.
So I worked on the M
I'm
a little
there.
bit. If you watch my Panda Stitcher videos, which you probably don't, but if you do, I did hardly any. So if you even notice a difference, which you probably don't, but I don't really.
Hey, every stitch counts. We got in a couple more stitches, so. But maybe being on Flosstube will be motivation to put in a few more stitches in that beautiful red.
Yeah, I need to.
That is a chart by Stitchrovia, the Merry Christmas chart. It's got all these little different Christmas motifs on it, right? So we were talking about how it's fun because each one, I'm looking over here and the camera's over here. Every time that you finish one of those motifs, it's like a little mini finish. And a lot of the ones that she's done, I love that because it's like little mini finishes. And
yes,
that's what I need to do.
I did that little mermaid one. Remember that mermaid one?
Right. Mermaid and bike.
Yeah, I finished it in 24
And then the country life that you're doing.
I finished it in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Because I was just
when you
stitching
set
all
your
day.
mind to it,
I was just stitching. I was literally stitching all night every day.
When she sets her mind to it, she's really fast. She's much faster stitcher and very neat.
Yes,
she's very neat.
am.
Okay, dude. So, yeah. So the last thing I wanted to say, if you're still with me, is I would like March of this year. I really wanted to do a video and I didn't get around to it. I'm excited because it is March. It was my 6-year anniversary for my first Flosstube video, which is not here. If you go and look for it for whatever reason you might, it's not here on this channel. It's on my Mary Beasley channel. But it was posted in March of 2015, so it was 6 years ago. I can't believe it. And I've been on and off.
Have you been making videos for 6 years?
Yeah, on and off. Not real consistently. But yeah, I do have, my lighting got weird when I paused and then I came back, but that's okay because I don't have any more stitching to show. But my lighting just did something strange. We're about to get rain again. I think we're finally getting rain here in Florida.
Yeah.
We have had a drought, but it's finally the rainy season, and so like you could pretty much set your watch by the rainstorms every afternoon. So
yeah,
the light, that's probably what's happening with the lighting. So Peyton. Anyway, so for my so for my anniversary on 6 years on Flosstube, I would like to do a giveaway. And my first video, I got a lot of encouraging comments, a lot of views, and it was really exciting. And there's two, especially at the time, that really now looking back, stand out. My first, one of them was Carolyn Mazio. If you know her, she was one of the early Flosstubers, and really my cross-stitching guru since I discovered Flosstube. I love her. Go check her out if you haven't seen her. She doesn't make videos anymore, unfortunately. I hope she will come back. I hope she's well. I don't know that anyone's heard from her. If you know what's up with her these days, please let me know in the comments. But we love Carolyn, and she left an encouraging comment. I think she was the first comment, which meant a ton because I knew who she was at that time. And the fact that she was watching little bitty people like me and commenting was like, oh, such great encouragement.
Huge.
And then somebody else that left comment. They were all great, but I also remember that someone named Stephanie, who went by Lindy Stitches, left a comment, and she felt like we had a lot in common because she was homeschooling her children at that time also, and we homeschool. And so that was really fun. And then now Lindy Stitches, of course, is a very beloved designer in our community, and that's really exciting. So I wanted to, for my giveaway for 6 years, and I just saw that Stephanie celebrated her 6th anniversary on Flosstube too, a couple of months, I think like last month or the month before. So I want to do a gift card to lindystitches.com. And Lindy Stitches she's got lots of great stuff. Her adorable whimsical designs, of course. She's got both her PDFs and her hard copies, but she also has her lots of other goodies on there. She has scissor holders, finishing, doodads, and different accessories and some really cute things in there. So I'm doing a $25 gift card to lindystitches.com. And if you would like to enter, please leave me a comment below using the word sunshine in your comment. Something about sunshine. And I think that is it for now. We will do the giveaway, and I'll draw the name from the comments that have that word in them. Please do not use the word giveaway. I will delete your comment if the word giveaway is in there. Sorry, but I don't want to attract people just looking for a giveaway who are not stitchers. Also, I always forget to say this, but apparently you have to be at least 18 years old to give me your address. So, yeah, if you're not 18, you can join as long as your parent is okay with it. And why wouldn't they be? I mean, if you're stitching, right? But have your parent maybe okay at first, and have them give the address if you win. So yeah, I think I have to say that. And it's open to anyone in the world, not just the US, because you can shop on her website. And so that's it. So I hope at least we'll have one person enter, and we're looking forward to doing giveaways because we love to do giveaways on our channel, right?
We do? Maybe.
I do. That's one of my most favorite parts of having Flosstube, because I like to buy cross stitch stuff, but I have so much stuff in my stash that it's too much. I can never stitch all that I already have.
You have 150.
So I don't need to be bringing more things into my home right now. Of course, until I see the next thing on Flosstube or Instagram that I have to have. Speaking of which, please do go check me out on Instagram. I am on there under the same name, Daydream Stitcher. I love scrolling through all of your design, your works in progress, and your finished products. We're all about enabling each other, right? So, and we can't stitch it all, so it's fun to see each other stitch. Mm-hmm. And now I'm rambling like I usually do, so we're going to say goodbye. Take care. Happy stitching. Happy summer.
Bye.
Bye.